We get Unite moved by the Gardevoir, but I'm able to glitch out with the Dragon Rush somehow, and now there's suddenly 3 people around me, but I use the Unite move, and we follow up with an eject during it to connect the second last hit there. We completely blow them out, man. Beautiful mechanics. We get a Quadra kill. Amazing, guys. Yo, you're watching Shurkou, we're back with some more Pokemon Unite, and in this video we will be checking out Garchomp. I actually just bought it earlier this morning, and in this video I will be telling you whether I think it's strong now with that recent buff on the newest patch of Pokemon Unite, and whether I actually regret buying it, because of course it used to be really trash. Even you know, last patch, are the buffs enough to make it strong enough so I can recommend you to buy it or not? Well, we will of course find that out along with the best build, how to play it properly, and all of that stuff in this video here. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any further Pokemon Unite content on this channel. Also, check out the description for a link to my Discord. You can ask me questions there. You know, we have a Pokemon Unite section where you can just talk about everything Pokemon Unite. And yeah, it's a really fun place to hang out, so I would really be glad to see you there. But let's get back to this little Gibble, okay? And we should really talk about the little Gibble, because of course that is the big issue of Garchomp. If you don't like weak early game Pokemon, if you want to be strong starting from level 1, do not buy Garchomp, okay? I personally really like that underdog gameplay early game, and then I become really strong late game. So for me, Garchomp is really cool, but we'll see if I think it is strong enough now to be bought, because of course it costs 10,000 coins, which are not easy to farm right now, so keep that in mind. But yeah, let's get back to the build, okay? First of all, held items. We're actually using the new held item, Weakness Policy, and here I need to apologize to you guys. If you checked my Blastoise video where I was talking about how good Weakness Policy on Blastoise is, that was completely wrong. I was completely wrong there. I'm really sorry. Don't use that build anymore. Exchange the Weakness Policy for a body barrier in that build, and then you have the best Blastoise build. So you want to go full tank, because Weakness Policy, what it does, I thought it just gives you 12% bonus damage, so to all damage, right? For each of these stacks, you can get 4 stacks, 3% bonus damage per stack, and of course you get a stack whenever you get attacked. So for all of these bruiser slash, you know, tanky Pokemon, it would be a really good idea, right? But again, it only gives you attack. It doesn't give you bonus damage in total. Just it buffs your attack stat by 12%, which is very nice for that Garchomp, for that Snorlax using the flail build, because these of course use physical attack for their damage. But Blastoise is a special attacker, so unfortunately that doesn't work on that Blastoise. I guess I was just crazy seeing things that I was thinking that I'm dealing so much damage. I guess Blastoise is just still really broken. It wasn't the item, it was just Blastoise being OP all along. But yeah, quick little clarification there on that. But on this Pokemon, Weakness Policy, super good. Now, for the other held items, I go for the Muscle Band, because this Pokemon is all about those basic attacks. You want to get those stacks off your passive as quickly as possible, so you reach those max stacks, so you have that bonus attack speed, that all of that bonus damage, those heals, the lifesteal, I mean, just super nice, super fun to play. This kind of gameplay for me as well. So if you like really basic attack focused Pokemon or characters in your mobile games, this is definitely one of those, and it is super fun. But yeah, then we also use that Focus Band as a third. You could use Body Barrier as well, but I feel like Garchomp doesn't use its Unite move often enough. You get it at level 10 and you can maybe use it once or twice per game, and then yeah, I feel like Body Barrier is not that worth as opposed to other Pokemon that use their Unite move much more often. By the way guys, quick little disclaimer on this gameplay, I'm really owning them. Okay, you won't be owning them this hard early game. I had to play like 4 games to get a really sick one, okay? So yeah, it doesn't just happen every game where you can just completely snowball this hard. So keep that in mind, okay? I don't want to give you false expectations for Garchomp. Now let's get to the buff. What was actually buffed on this Pokemon? The buff was just the base stats. You have bonus special defense and physical defense, which is very, very nice. Again, tying into that focus band healing, it scales even more with that. So that is really, really beautiful. I'm pretty sure I will die here. I think I take a fat L. Oh no, never mind, look at this. That is absolutely insane. I completely forgot about this. We blast them, mate. Crazy damage, man. So much fun. Weakness policy pulling through right there. 12% bonus attack. Not too bad, huh? But yeah, let's get back to the topic here. Again, the buff was very nice. It didn't really improve it that much, but I feel like it's a nice little buff, man. They're trying to give it a little bit of an inch every single... Is that a bad word to say? They're giving it an inch? I don't know, man, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, they're giving it a little bit of a buff every single patch. Previous patch, they gave it a pretty fat buff actually to that Garchomp, which I think already made it pretty decent. Now, what Garchomp's issue is, I just want to show you that again. Look at this, I use Dragon Rush and then I eject, and I combo it up with the eject. So you can Dragon Rush first and then eject on top of them to extend the Dragon Rush, which is really, really cool and super useful, just like you saw there. For that Garchomp. So yeah, but yeah, they give it a little bit of a buff every single patch, and it's slowly but surely gonna become a very decent Pokemon. Is it there already? The thing is, it still has those issues with the early game. You're completely terrible, man. They need to buff a little bit of that sand attack, man. Maybe raise the range a little bit on that, so the Gibble can do something. But you can see, man, I take Dragon Rush and Earthquake. Now, Earthquake is completely standard, guys. Everybody takes Earthquake because Earthquake, it creates these little tremors on the ground, and each of them, not only the first big Earthquake where you're jumping, each of these little tremors give you stacks on your passive when they hit an enemy. So that is really useful. As you can see here, see, my passive just goes up rapidly even though I'm running away from her, because she's just standing in those tremors. So this is gonna be the best for sure, but for the other move, you can honestly take Dig or Dragon Rush. I love Dragon Rush, you've seen it this gameplay here. We were constantly pushing the enemies out of their points and really creating a lot of good plays with that Dragon Rush, but Dig is equally as good, might be even better. There is very good. The best Garchomp player I know is, again, Phil/Yomus. You can check out his channel as well. And he actually told me he uses Weakness Policy as well. And he uses that Dig instead of Dragon Rush, but he uses Earthquake as well. Again, Earthquake super standard, but as you can see, look how far the Dragon Rush just kicks. In my opinion, it's just cooler, you know? I'm not a Garchomp expert. Try out Dig, try out Dragon Rush. Take whichever one you prefer. Damage seems very similar. Both can go over wall. Both have very similar range. Dragon Rush is a little bit quicker, I feels like. It's a little bit faster. You can also extend Dig with your Eject. So that is really cool as an engage tool once again. The difference is, of course, Dragon Rush pushes the enemies. Meanwhile, Dig knocks them up, which again, probably better in a lot of situations, you know, but if you can get behind the enemies and push them out of that point, then Dragon Rush is cracked out. And take a look at it. Nah, guys, we need to take a look at this, okay? So we get Unite moved by the Gardevoir, but I'm able to glitch out with the Dragon Rush somehow, and now there's suddenly 3 people around me, but I use the Unite move and we follow up with an eject during it to connect the second last hit there. We completely blow them out, man. Beautiful mechanics. We get a quadra kill. Amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing, man. Such a fun Pokemon. So, as you can see, we're probably gonna take a fat victory here because of that play. Otherwise, the enemies could have taken the Zapdos maybe. But yeah, guys, this Pokemon, again, do you like early game Pokemon only? Or do you not mind being a little bit trash early game, you know? If you don't mind, decent choice, okay? If you do mind, definitely Garchomp is not gonna be for you. Gibble is total trash. Even though it's the cutest thing in the entire game, the way it walks and stuff, super cute, but it is total trash. There is some things you can abuse though with that, as you saw in this gameplay. Go back and check the early game once again after you're done with this video. If you can get on top of the enemies with that eject, you know, if you slow them down, if you proc the full passive and the sand attack that gives you bonus move speed and attack speed, you will bop them, mate. You should never fight the Gible. The Gible is trash because you can poke it from range and it can't get on top of you. But if you just stand there and let it basic attack you, if you take a gladiator duel to the death, you will always die before the Gible, okay? It's crazy cracked out if you are in melee range. But again, it doesn't have Dragon Rush yet. It can't get into melee range. But yeah, as soon as you become that Garchomp, you're really, really strong. You can really carry those Zapdos fights extremely well. High skill cap Unite move, very difficult to pull off, one of the hardest in the game. But if you're good, I was lucky there. I always fail it, but that one was beautiful. So you can really do a lot of work with this. So yeah, the buff was definitely nice. Weakness Policy, very good item, buffs it a little bit as well, but it is not super S tier yet. It is still probably in a C tier, maybe a B tier if you're pushing it. But yeah, that is pretty much what I was gonna tell you guys. So you can make your own decision whether you think it is worth purchasing. If you're just starting off as a fresh player in this game, you can probably spend your 10,000 EOS coins on something better, honestly. Like that Greninja is still very strong, is also really cool to play. Absol received a huge buff, also a 10,000 coin Pokemon. Gengar, not the best, but probably a little bit better than Garchomp as well. And yeah, is very playable on mobile as well. So there's a lot of things to spend your 10,000 coins on. Try all of them in that practice mode before you decide, but I'm telling you, Garchomp, one of my favorites, quickly growing to my heart or whatever. Guys, I don't know, I don't speak English. Hey, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, join the Discord in the description below. And with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.